Sunday, February 28th, 2021. It's the top of the hour on Mornings LATE. On Friday, the House of Representatives passed the $1,400 third stimulus check bill. Today, Bernie Sanders came out threatening to take on big business over your stimulus check. But the president's chief of staff says emphatically today that your check will not be held up because of that, and that the bill will get passed fast, will not overrule the parliamentarian, and will not punish big business. So could your $1,400 third stimulus check land in your bank account by the end of this week? Get ready for the second hour of Mornings LATE.
From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
Good morning, everybody. We finally got the statement we want. The President of the United States says it's not happening. Not overruling the parliamentarian, not holding up your $1,400 third stimulus check, and what Bernie Sanders is asking for is not going to be happening. Wow, that was the answers we wanted to hear. It's the top of the hour on Mornings LATE, the second hour of Mornings LATE. Thank you for the new member that just joined, and that was Mike. Thank you, Mike, for coming to Purple Hawk. Wow, we finally got the answer. Not happening. In this recording, I'm going to go over more about what happened today and last night. Translation, make it very basic, not holding the cat in the bag. You are getting your $1,400 third stimulus check, number one. Number two, the vote's going to happen right away in the Senate. Number three, it's not, repeat, not going to involve an overruling of the Senate parliamentarian. Number four or five, that Bernie Sanders' attempt to hold up, block, punish big business, you do whatever you want to do or threaten Bernie, not happening. Not happening. Oh, can we all breathe? I just sort of want to breathe. It was a little bit tense yesterday because we heard all these strange things happening. I saw in the video right before this, Ashley said, did Nancy take out the $15 minimum wage? She did not. But that's not the concern. It was the concern of everything else. Let me explain. It takes 1 second to take it out in the Senate. It takes 1 second to take it out. Then you call it for a vote, pass the Senate, goes back to the House, pass the House, done. Law. It doesn't go back to the Senate again another time, by the way. Done. Law. So the fact that Nancy left it in, not particularly a good idea, but it doesn't add more than a couple more hours on the equation. The big one is the president. Thank goodness. The president just came out firing on all guns. And he's not going to say that he was, but he really was. He came in and just said, no, we're not doing this. We are not doing all this. Let me explain what happened to you. Bernie Sanders overnight tweeted, no, actually it's today, I believe, tweeted the following remark about your stimulus. Now, I want to make something very clear. This is where Americans get angry. This is where viewers get upset, and this is where people waiting for that $1,400 stimulus check get upset. This is the man who said he was going to fight for a $2,000 stimulus check for you, number one. This is the group, the progressives, that were going to fight for a $2,000 stimulus check for every month for 6 months, number three. Suddenly they're not doing that, and now they're going to hold up your $1,400 stimulus check that's paying you for the last 6 months of the pandemic. Yeah, this is why people don't like politicians. Not only are you not doing what you're saying, you're actually doing the reverse. You're doing the exact reverse of what you promised to do for us. This is what Bernie Sanders said this morning. He tweeted, Walmart, the largest employer in America, is owned by the richest family in America. Their wealth has gone up $50 billion during this pandemic, and they spend millions on themselves. But the company they own starts workers off at $11 an hour. That's outrageous. Okay, well, the first 4 sentences means much of nothing, but they start at $11 an hour. Well, here's the rub. You know, it didn't just start today, that situation. And the pandemic did. The pandemic started in March of last year, and we need this relief right now. Walmart and its operations should not determine our stimulus check. It's so unfocused. $1,400 third stimulus check, $5,000 for business grants, $3,600 for children, $1,700 for financial aid, $1,500 for hazard pay, rent, utilities, and food. You want to tell me what that has to do with what Walmart's been doing for the last 5 years, Bernie? I don't understand this. It's, you have a fight to pitch, and the fight makes no sense. More about that in a second. But you want to have a fight to pitch? It doesn't make sense. Walmart has already last week announced that it's lifting its hourly pay above $15 an hour. The Walmart's announcement came Thursday. Bernie's tweet came today. Walmart will be raising pay for 425,000 hourly workers from above $1,400 in January. Its minimum would remain at $11 an hour. So the bottom line is you're getting the $4 stimulus check. If Bernie has a fight with Walmart, take your fight with Walmart. But what does that have to do with us? America is not Walmart. We're not all Walmart. And what I'm going to go over in a second is, and this is what Janet Yellen would certainly say, more about, actually, let me jump right to Janet Yellen. She came out firing today as well. She had comments about the situation as well. This is what she said. She says the stimulus package ensures that people make it to the other side of this pandemic and are met there by a strong, growing economy. She urged for it to pass right away. That was her comments in a tweet. The president overnight said the following: that we need to pass this right away. Pelosi sent a letter on Friday saying the House will continue to fight for $15 minimum wage, but we're not going to disavow the Senate rules. We will seek a solution consistent with the Senate rules. That's all good. More about Nancy's statement in a second. But the economics of the situation is you should not have the finish line in front of you for that $1,400 minimum wage. And suddenly you start to hear about a private company, well, a publicly traded company, and suddenly that is part of the equation. What? No, not happening. Good news. Good news. Finally, some good news today, as we are not playing this game anymore. It had been one of those days where we wondered, what's going on? And I was concerned. You may have been concerned. And that's just not the equation. The equation at issue is that you're getting a $1,500 hazard pay compensation if you made less than $25,000 as an essential worker during the pandemic. You're getting $1,700 of financial aid on top of $1,400 stimulus check. The $1,500 is also on top of the $1,400 stimulus check. If your child's 5 years or younger, you're getting $3,600 plus $1,400. If you're a child that is 17 to age 6, you can get $3,000 plus $1,400. If you're an individual, get a $1,400 stimulus check, not taken out for debt collection, not taken out for back taxes, not taken out for child support. $1,400 for adult dependents, $1,400 for children, FPUC from March to August, $400 a week. They got to do this right now. I mean, come on, look at the date. What is it? It's February 28th. They got to do this right now, because the issue is that it's currently February 28th, and FPUC is, a lot of these things are on the edge of expiring, and you don't want them to expire. We're just a few seconds away, a few minutes away from FPUC UI PUA from expiring, and it's not a good look to suddenly have these things expire. They shouldn't be expiring, and they won't. That's the good news. So as we cut back and we wonder, what about this battle with Bernie? What was he thinking? What was he really thinking? Let me explain what went on. On Friday, the progressive wing of the Democratic Party just really went, say it how you want to say it, but I think they went a little bit too far. They called some progressives called for the firing of the parliamentarian. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I'll tell you why in a second. Other progressives said calling for the overruling of the parliamentarian. That's why we were so tense yesterday. Now we know it's not going to happen. So what was the president's pushback? The president's pushback from his chief of staff, Ron Klain, his press secretary, and himself was one. The president was a senator for several decades. He follows the rules of the Senate. He is not a big advocate of firing people because you don't like what they do. It's a little wacko that several progressives said fire the parliamentarian. I mean, come on already. Did you say fire the parliamentarian when you want to get $2,000 stimulus check for us for 6 months? No. Why aren't you not doing anything for $2,000 stimulus check for 6 months? Yeah. Got that book deal already? It's no longer an issue for you because you're already getting a $250,000 book advance, so you don't have to fight for that multiple stimulus checks for us anymore. It doesn't. You just sort of ran it for publicity. Maybe some of those progressives, that's what they were doing, trying to get publicity for themselves with legislation they had no intention of going to the mat. But now, when we're ready to get our stimulus check, they step in front and try to block it and say, fire the parliamentarian. Why not happening? Overrule the parliamentarian. The president, his secretary, and his chief of staff says, we're not doing it. Stop it. In a polite way. Stop it. We're not doing that. So that's the good news. Thank goodness. You're going to get your $1,400 stimulus check. So when? When are you going to get that $1,400 stimulus check? You're going to get it within 3 days, starting within 3 days after it becomes law. You made my day, Elliot. I've been watching you since early May, since Lynn Glenn. I appreciate that. Hey, Tim. Hey, Elliot. How are you? Crayola King seats you well, says Lila. It's not Crayola King anymore. I don't know what happened. Sandy, I want to get the grants. There's Alicia, there's Jose, there's Carly, there's Charles. Wow, impressive opening. I appreciate it. I'm the Candle King, says Hayden. There's Gail. Happy Easter break, everyone. Brenda. There's Jose. There's Abby. Hey, the Candle King, the Crayola King, the Corolla King. There's Bonnie, she's the Bonnie King, and there's Alma, she's the Alma King, and there's Zeus, he's the Zeus King, and there's Carla, she's the Carly King, and there's Janet, she's the Janet King, and then here's me, I'm the Stimulus King. Oh, can I get that? Can I be the Stimulus King? So it's just, I had all these quotes here about Walmart. You know, I could really go in deep on Bernie on this one and just, show how ridiculous this is, but I'm not going to. I mean, the bottom line is Walmart is increasing their minimum wage. That's number one. Number two, there's a really great quote. This is the quote I wanted to read. Jeff Braybank, manager of the Federal Government Relations, says, unlike big business, small business cannot afford doubling the minimum wage at the time they're trying to struggle through the pandemic. This was Ron Wyden. Again, this is not happening. I want to look at you when I say this very clearly. This is no longer happening. You're going to hear it on Monday. It's going to die a quick death. This man, Ron Wyden, is going to, on Monday, say, you know what? That small business that employs 2 people, I want to do something to you to force you to pay more money to your employees. Oh, great. I'm barely able to make my bills. My restaurant has been shut for 10 months, and now you're going to force me to do something? Not happening. Not happening. I have more about this and more. It's a great morning. You're getting your $14 stimulus check. Everything's happening very quickly and fast. Thank God for the president, and thank God for Janet Yellen's comments, Ron Wyden, and his press secretary. More about this coming up right after this commercial break. Stay with me for more. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LA Late Daily for the excitement of the new LA Late live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LA at 9 a.m. Home LA returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LA at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LA Late.
From LA Late News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LA Late.
And we're back. You know, Nancy Pelosi issued a statement overnight talking about the swift passage of the stimulus check, your $14 third stimulus check. This morning, President Biden graciously called us to thank us for passing the American Rescue Plan. As I convey his appreciation to you, I also do take pride in the commitment and courage to our caucus to meet the needs of the American people. The American Rescue Plan is Corona-centric. It delivers decisive action to families, businesses, puts vaccines in arms. It does so while honoring our heroes with state and local funding. As you know, this package will be transformative. This is where you want to listen to these words. She says it will be transformative, lifting 12 million out of poverty, generating $1.25 for every dollar spent. And then there's this paragraph. As we send this legislation to the Senate, the House will continue our fight for $15 an hour. The minimum wage is a financial necessity. It's the issues of values. We seek a solution consistent with the Senate rules, and we'll do it as soon as possible. Updates will be ongoing. Again, thank you for your patriotic leadership. Which is making a difference to save the lives and livelihoods of the American people. You know, it's that sort of wording that I want you to see is out there. I don't want you to be sort of tense about it. I want you to focus more on what the president's saying. This is sort of one person who should have taken the $15 minimum wage out of there, left it in there. Let me explain all the details. If you're just joining me, your $1,400 third stimulus check bill will pass, and the big developments overnight. You're going to hear about them more on the noontime show on this channel. I'm back with you live shortly after this. Is that the President of the United States said, no, we are not overruling the parliamentarian. No, we're not firing the parliamentarian. No, we are not leaving the $15 minimum wage in there. We're taking it out. He made it very clear. He has not changed his position for 3 weeks. He made it clear again today. I'm not changing my position. So when the Senate gets the bill, they will have to take out the minimum wage, pass it with it taken out, then send it back to the House, and then it becomes law. But you're going to hear a lot of chatter tomorrow. These people are going to book themselves on TV and book themselves to get publicity for themselves, to say, I want to do this and I want to do that. You know, there's an obvious situation, which I sort of want to address. President Biden said he's going to be a one-term president. So some of these Democrats want publicity for themselves because they may want to run for president in 4 years from now. And they may be, Ron Wyden suddenly is everywhere lately. And I don't want you to get nervous from what you're hearing from them. You're going to get the bill now. Hello from Indiana says, that is Debbie. Happy birthday, Evelyn. There's Chris and there's Shanika and there's Carly. He looks crazy. There's Elizabeth, there's Bonnie, there's Kim, and there's Lynn, and there's Darth Vader, and there's Leanne. How are you, Leanne? There's Ken Lee. Love LA. When are we expecting the $14? Been out of touch. I'll have you update for that in just 10 seconds. There's Tia. Love LA, the new look. I appreciate that, Tia. And we've been talking about that new business grant as well. LA, say happy birthday to my 15-year-old daughter, Evelyn. Is her last name Evelyn, LLA? No, just kidding. It reads as say happy 15th birthday to my 15. Say happy 15th birthday to my daughter, Evelyn, LLA. I think it just means to LA. Happy birthday, Evelyn. Happy 15th birthday, Evelyn. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. You're 15, so Mom, Diane, I got some news for you. If Evelyn's watching it, this is maybe what Evelyn's going to do. This is what the 15-year-old in the household, the big birthday girl, may do today. She may say, Mom, I watched LA. He gave that shout out. And he also said that 15-year-olds are going to get a $3,000 stimulus check plus $1,400. So can I, that's $4,400, Mom? I want to go get something at the store. Can I have some of that $4,400? I just know that all my teenagers are going to tune in and are just really going to be very up to date about all this money that's coming in for them. So I apologize if now the parents and the kids are now aware that there's going to be an extra $4,400 for them that maybe we wanted to keep a secret to, Santa or something later in the year. So, hello, LA from Lakeland, Florida. Stephanie, how are you? So big happy birthday, Evelyn. It's a lot of great stuff. Aiden, where'd you go? Happy birthday, says Mitz. Smash that like button. Boy, if you've not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. If you've not become a member, the member link's at the top of the chat. It's also in the description. I'm back with you with another video right after this. And that video will be What the Chuck. It'll be a shorter video, and then we go right into Afternoons LLA. So you're going to see another video right after this. A short little break, and then a short What the Chuck, and then we go right into Afternoons LLA. It's going to be, Noontime LLA. Noontime LLA, a 2-hour programming block. Noontime LLA also features a standalone show about SSI and SSDI. The big update across the board is that you're getting, finally, your $1,400 third stimulus check, because the President of the United States says he is not going to overrule the parliamentarian. He's not going to fire the parliamentarian. The progressives are just sort of saying some really out there remarks. He's not going to punish corporate America. He's not going to put small businesses out of work by saying, I demand you to reopen after you've been closed for 6 months and double your salaries for your employees. He's just not going to do that. Sometimes I hear stuff and I just can't imagine what Janet Yellen would say if she heard some of the stuff. She said, what do you mean? I mean, we need jobs. Janet Yellen's the big champion for jobs. Elliot, I'm so glad you're back to yourself. Love you. Lori, I appreciate it. Well, when will I get the next show? So if you're a member, you get a link. How do you find the shows? So you find the shows by always watching the youtube.com LA/community page. I post the link. But the bottom line is there's a show every 30 minutes from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's 6 hours of shows. There may be a space for 4 or 5 minutes, but there's another show every 30 minutes. If you're a member, you're getting an email alert. That's the best way to get the notification. If you're a follower on Twitter at LLate, you're going to see a tweet about it. You're going to, and you can just sort of count it out. 4 shows in the morning show, 4 shows on the noontime show, or 3 shows, and then 4 shows on the afternoon show. There we are. It's a big day. The update at the bottom of the hour is, the bottom of this recording is the following. The $1,400 third stimulus check will not be held up because of minimum wage. Minimum wage is in there. It will be removed when it gets to the Senate on Monday. The president will not overrule the parliamentarian. The president will not fire the parliamentarian. You're going to get $1,400 stimulus check. How soon? Janet Yellen may be able to do it better than Steve Mnuchin, your Treasury Secretary, who replaced Steve Mnuchin. She has the task of how soon she can get it out. He got it out, Steve Mnuchin, 3 days after it became a law. It's pretty clear it's going to become law next week unless something happens. Hello from Tennessee, says John. And our SSI recipients are going to get the $200 in the month of March. Not law yet, Lisa, but stay with me for that SSI show on noontime. And then so people could start seeing this check, within 3 days. Some viewers, after it becomes law. The rest of us would be a little bit shortly thereafter. What is Chuck Schumer going to do next week? That's what the Chuck. That's what the Chuck. What the Crayola Chuck. The Chuck King. The Stimulus King. The Birthday King. Happy birthday to our birthday girl. Stay with me. I'm back with you in about 3-4 minutes with the continuation of the conclusion of Mornings LA with What the Chuck.